Some people will drop you in a sea. Some people will, but whatever way they go, it is there. That is why now we call culture.
Now, civilization only came and modified the fact that we have to celebrate it this way.
It just came to ameliorate.
Yes.
For example, when you die now, if you're in Europe, at first when you die now, they send your corpse down to be buried. But now with civilization, they have understood that when you die that way, they could still burn you, put your ashes in a cup, and then somebody just carries it in his bag and bring it down. That's civilization. But we have not changed the tradition that we are going to bury the culture of going to bury you.
Yes.
Because at first it was expensive bringing a dead person coming up. So the first speakers are going for, I don't need to give you 1 point, you explain it. The second speaker, 1 point explain, then I just come down and water down the whole thing. But all of us need to be in line. And understand something. Those guys might not give us a pass. I mean the judges. But we know that they're not giving the pass because they don't even understand. Our focus here is not on winning the debate, no. But in making a point, like making it.
Because now what you just said now, mostly all of us said you use culture as tradition.
Was just tradition and at the same time was so civilization.
That's why I was trying to make you guys understand the beginning that we should not be focusing towards the village. I was looking for that word.
Now, this our focus on the village is
Culture.
as culture.
As culture. You get it? Even though it's a tradition, people are used to doing it.
If
It's
they
a
would have
culture.
civilization is straight to culture, they would have mostly focused.
It's that they don't know. That's why I'm saying now we're going now to teach them and be sure to know that the judges might not favor us.
Yes.
You get me? They will just bring our point. So the first person can talk about burial. How do you back up your point? You start by saying that okay, people have said civilization will take over tradition. I want to make you understand one thing. Tradition has it that when people die, they are being buried. How will civilization change that fact? Civilization just comes in to modify the cultural aspect of that tradition, which is in a different way we bury people. But no matter how civilized we are, people will never die and they leave their corpse.
Wow.
That is
Because they are
tradition.
civilized.
Full stop, you sit you down, let me talk you more. The second person comes. We have rules and regulations governing the world. For example, maybe you don't have to kill somebody, you'll be punished. No matter how civilization hits, there will never be a that will tell you that killing somebody is a good thing. But now, it can be modified. That to kill this person, if he's sick, to kill him and die will not suffer pain. You can still give him a tablet, he drinks, and he dies. He dies slowly.
It has also modified the fact
Then it does not change the fact that killing is a wrong.
it's punishable. It does not change the fact that killing is punishable. Again, civilization has come in to modify the fact that you can kill somebody and be justified, but you must be punished. If you go to court and justify that you kill somebody through self-defense, you kill somebody because of this, you kill someone unconsciously, they want to kill somebody and you must be punished.
So the only thing that we can make them not to attack us is that we shouldn't use now sensitive examples, maybe like killing. But you see burial, bam. You understand? Tradition has it that
Tu finis avec mon corps. On est en train de causer.
Non, je veux pas savoir le gigot de sa nef. Je le dis mon frère.
Go.
Plus le bon qui vient là-bas, plus le bon qui vient là-bas, c'est un connaisseur. C'est pas un connaisseur, c'est pas pour. On parle de Suisse là, le Suisse peut être francophone, n'importe quoi. Le mieux, c'est peut être francophone. Quand les enfants jeunes, riches, c'est tout connaît.
Tu vas souvent bien. On va marcher ensemble.
Pas la reste, c'est pas bon. Les DJ qui sont là-bas, ils sont connaisseurs, ça qui fait un peu. La boîte, c'est le DJ.
Comment là-bas?
un bar là.
Ça
On appelle ça point final.
c'est plus.
Non,
Le DJ qui
bon,
est
oui,
là-bas,
ici.
ça fait depuis 10 ans.
On coupe les
La
paliers.
maison là, le bar là, a commencé comme les bars, normalement. C'est déjà tout un camp. Et là-bas,
C'est
les
bien,
bars,
ouais.
c'est le concept.
C'est bien,
Ouais,
ouais.
c'est bien. On mange là, on s'en met.
On manque les biens là-haut.
Tous les gars qui sont à côté, on fait des snaps, et puis il y a tous les trucs, mais personne ne parle pas de temps, le bruit là.
Les enfants.
J'étais là-bas, il y avait depuis 10 ans, j'avais compris que non. Là, le business,
La fête là-bas,
là, on ne parle pas de DJ.
Les plus high francophones sont les francophones qui connaissent la culture des anglophones.
On appelle les des DJ.
C'est les plus high francophones. Imagine un peu là, tu es francophone, tu connais tout ce qui se passe dans les zones francophones là. Et tu connais aussi ce qui se passe dans les zones anglophones. Donc tu connais beaucoup des artistes nigériens, des acteurs nigériens. Parce que le Nigeria qui contrôle les anglophones ici en Afrique.
Ouais.
Quand on parle des anglophones ici en Afrique, on parle du Nigeria, on parle du Ghana, on parle d'Afrique du Sud.
Même le Cameroun aussi.
Même au Cameroun, quand même, ça vient de
Ouais, c'est
prendre le pouvoir, tu vois. Mais quand on parle des anglophones ici en Afrique, on parle du Ghana, Afrique du Sud et du Nigeria. La Tanzanie vient même de prendre le pouvoir. Kenya. Tu vois. Donc tu vois un francophone qui connaît tout ça là. C'est que c'est un poète. Ça veut déjà être dans le quand je vois un francophone là, c'est un francophone. Ouais, c'est un enfant qui connaît un peu tout. Oui.
C'est bien.
Après, ça c'est maintenant. Maintenant, voyageur. Technique. Dans un pays, c'est ce que tu dis voyage en un an. Moi, s'il est là, moi, je n'ai pas là. Il vient. Là-bas, quand Polio vient au Cameroun, à Douala, on va d'abord qui Polio. Oui, même Kitoko, tous les gars là, quand ils viennent, c'est là-bas d'abord qui parlent.
Non, là-bas, c'est
C'est petit, non? C'est comme ça.
C'est comme ça.
Quand tu peux bien, tu peux passer, c'est comme ça. Comme ça là, mais c'est toujours flop. Et du coup, il n'y a pas d'espace. Et ça qui peut la force. C'est comme ça et comme ça.
Donc là, c'est 43 niveaux. Là, 3 niveaux, papa.
Et même pas les boîtes qui sont les nouveaux.
C'est plein,
Ça tue l'esprit.
c'est plein là-bas, tu ne comprends pas pourquoi là. Plein toujours là-bas.
des très maintenant. C'est pas des choses sérieuses. Dario. 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 On va se mettre, on va se la terre. Patience. Patience. Il est là.
Marking based on
It should
traditional
be
way.
that close one.
I told him that I hope they're not based on traditional way. You guys see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, business is that's culture. I know you expect me. It's culture for us to wear
I asked you one question that I hope people don't mark or
That's
see on
culture.
traditional. You take on baby as a baby. See, Bernard, ton point qu'on a donné. On a dit que non, le mariage c'est la tradition. Le modernisme vient seulement pour améliorer le mode de faire le mariage. Mais le modernisme ne va jamais changer le fait que pour deux personnes d'être ensemble, ils doivent se marier. Ça ne va jamais changer. Le modernisme peut seulement dire que non. Une femme peut se marier avec une femme comme la lesbienne. Mais sur le mariage, on ne va jamais enlever le mot mariage.
People should dress now. They have to define tradition. 1, 2, 3.
Tu peux parler?
Yes, either
Okay.
part.
Yes, who is talking?
Mado, you and her. I should talk first for us. Yeah, you talk first.
You talk
She
first.
talks
First,
second.
you talk
I
second.
don't first. No, there is a reason why Mado should talk first. Tu as compris?
Oui, l'introduction. Et maintenant, toi, tu entres, tu dis que.
Baby, you
Tu
look
peux
at
parler.
dress. I want you to give the right dance definition.
Let's get down, let's get down.
No, everything is there now.
All right, here,
That's the first one.
in our definition, we will show it then
Write it
at the
down now.
end.
Write it to please. Let me change.
On that point, you're very well.
Yes.
Bro, I want a code now.
Wait, can you explain what Verna is supposed to say? Let me contradict you and my those points.
Yeah, don't know
We
you
get.
No, Verna cannot contradict.
Because let not
That's why we
instead
just
say
say
it,
correct,
but
yeah.
in the light of culture, you get. That's
Okay, so it's just one point. Share contraste avec le mot. Je veux utiliser le point de mariage pour vous dire que le modernisme ne peut jamais être une menace à la tradition. Le mariage, c'est une tradition de mettre deux personnes ensemble.
À côté. Et on s'en à côté.
Bon.
Vous doit inviter ça.
Petit câble là.
C'est bon. Il y a mon compte là-bas qui a aussi son truc. On appelle ça système lounge. Ça s'appelle quoi? Ça aussi on va.
Since I learned from fun.
Tawamba, tu connais Tawamba?
Since I learned from fun, honestly.
Woo!
No, they didn't.
Our ancestors have said that anybody after like this was ancestors that will strike the opposite.
First of all, I'm trying to make if I call Amadi or her, leave for it.
We have intelligent mosquitoes. That we went to
That's how much
yeah.
Very smart.
That
Cameroon, il faut pas être camariste.
That's what Philly was solutions.
I woke up at 2. I woke up at 2.
They got a fed.
I had to negotiate.
They got a first by you. They got a fed. They won't call me a baram that's it.
If I decide,
They are all my shit. Look so have patience. Show my back. You guys can come back by now.
After is there. There is a system.
On vit là-bas. Les gars, pourquoi ils skident toujours là? Pourquoi Brenda va toujours là-bas? Pourquoi les gars sont toujours là-bas? Le gars là,
Gigolo qui sont là-bas.
Maga.
Les gars qui sont là pour faire les gars qui ont les dos.
I'll just be looking at him and be like, why is this man looking at me? This man, new PA.
my money be
But now, I know sometimes I even bloopers will come over here. So, whatever is the case,
we can change.
yes.
going to be my PA.
If you don't come on here, no. Can be your PA.
I only do that at Aiko.
I can like to have a boss like you. Someone that can shout at me and I'll
You do about the
Ha!
You don't see
It's
yourself
like
now.
it's like this is only here I have not done that's come away. Since yesterday, what to this and what to this.
Since he came in, how many years has he been?
Thing is, it's like he doesn't.
This one is the one and the only.
I don't think he even wants to call over because I asked him.
I
How long is it?
tu salues la go, fais comme si
You wash am.
Always
With color, with color.
What's going on next week?
You like still with
Jam session.
Elle a maîtrisé le film. Elle connaît son game.
That's they just want to
Quand je la vois en face, il y a le
Attends, la sécurité a coupé d'elle. Nathalie, quoi, on est là-bas.
No, I'm just there to walk. What I'm over there, even as that, I keep coming and going. The ones remaining are giving to bro,
Life was passport.
don't buy your vision,
Yeah.
Have you heard of God? Have you seen that please?
Let me say, in
I'm
Modomi.
coming to work today, but
But all that if we see the engineering work, I manage to say,
Putting emotions.
even
if I'm paying you,
so I'm using that whatever for them. But those have a front room. That confidence or why
It's not
you
talking about
sign
it.
a legal contract.
You retire, even you see the person. You see the person. Which is not for you fine.
every hour, biscuit de mer.
Okay, one go do that. You go
I mean, biscuit de mer, je veux que biscuit de mer, c'est à toi.
What that is, they're making it such a way that when I want to work, I'm making it such a way that you two, not something you are dependent on. I mean, like, there's no formula. That's
Biscuit de mer, biscuit de mer, elle laisse ça pour elle. Elle ne vit pas une vie. Elle ne forme pas la vie. Tu comprends? Comment est-ce qu'elle a fait à Manon? Ce genre de fille là que j'aime. Tu vois? Oui. Elle ouvre tout ça. Elle oublie même qu'elle est biscuit de mer. Elle te dit non. Tu fais ici là, tu oublies toute la beauté. Ici là, on regarde.
Ouais, non, on m'a dit que c'est quand il y a déjà dis encore. Parce que ça déjà comme un gars. Moi c'est ouais. Moi c'est ouais, non mais il a bon non mais c'est elle est arrivée. Dis encore. Oh, il y a les filles ici, les petits matchs. La gosse m'a dit prononce le mot biscuit de mina. Elle me dit tu vas pas.
Talk to them and make them feel bad. Don't forget everything from the work out. For the motivating, sometimes say you did well. I did the game, so I know. I did the game, so I know.
There's no formula.
No way they must know that.
Moi, dis ma love, dis encore dis. Quand tu es capable de reprendre, gars, pouf, tu reprends le gars, on peut te bloquer les choses en travail.
I'm just saying like,
The English is about to jump out. It's about to jump out. I will keep it.
Joe, you are talking now, go and change you. Go and change.
Mais c'est que Nathalie ne peut pas aller juste elle, non. Elle a fait là. Elle va jamais arriver, ça veut dire qu'elle a jamais
No, say it.
Mama said we wait. We are booked. It's just everybody.
I will not wear that cap.
The same color.
They're sleepy and wait. Sleepy for
chest. Look at lifestyle. We never get chest. Once you get a little tissue, we never let it into the lifestyle. We only get one person.
If you not even got it, they tear that day. Not even got it, tear that day. Say what do you?
Lifestyle. Everybody do like this. Do like.
They don't play that game stay for Nigeria. You don't want to eat dry.
Well, I have like 20 billion. That's like a deal.
I know that one. I know that one.
Let's do it.
If you say chief priest occupy a levy, so if you say your like that's what you do. You can all blow. You know we do nothing about that. You don't need for no. Any man get 20 do I hear boy. That one I own. You understand? I don't for Josh man. Yes, only God the Josh. We didn't do it. All I say me the help people. All I say me. You understand? Me the make a mistake go round. That one I own. You can't buy it.
I don't know.
Go Vietnam.
Hey, look at me. Okay, that's who said that? As a tradition. Which tradition?
Ladies, we know tradition, that's why we allow them to.
Allow them to be there, they are being
That was not tradition. That's a culture that you guys adopted.
Thank you. You said culture. Thank you.
Thank you for that word. Just make sure you don't rub the words.
Yeah, something.
Keep on.
They don't miss me.
Which one you buy
Le capitaine a peur depuis les autres personnes. Tu as peur depuis les autres. Tu te laisses tranquille. Parce que les personnes, tu vois que tu es mort. Si tu as rien, après c'est moi qui check autour. Les autres gens, je suis fais rien.
Vous savez quoi? Le Big va faire quoi maintenant? On veut commencer au jeu. Il a mis des points. Moi, donc, voilà, je can control the truth. Là, je vais pas me déranger. Je vais pas me déranger. Si ne me dérange pas. Non, ne soyez pas influencé sur lui. Il ne te dérange pas. Il dérange à Biggy, il dérange à l'audience, il dérange à ici c'est l'ambiance qui va être. These things are strong in my meat.
No for life.
S'il vous plaît, pas vous faire parler.
On need a walking mic.
Your mic is off, madam. See, but your mic is off or on.
I'm going to
Clement, your mask is off. It's on.
Off.
Tabac.
Just like what I'm saying.
Donc, si une personne finit de parler,
Dario.
Dario. Well, we cannot be waiting for you. Where's Benny guys used to write?
Bishop. Please don't intimidate us. Bishop already. Ma.
No, but this is wrong.
Bishop!
An entire audience of adults because of the pain, and you didn't come back with
You want to start talking.
There was a pen somewhere.
just sit down. You don't need the pen. The pen is very important.
Okay, we have a pen. After preparation, you go and prepare during the debate. Talk to me again and see how to type something that you have done.
Asseyez-vous, commence.
Guys, questions. Feel free.
Bishop!
Bishop, we're not really.
Bishop! S'il vous plaît, on va commencer. Vous êtes prêts, non?
Oui.
Fiche. Merci, papa. Bonsoir à tous. On va commencer notre débat et on va présenter les groupes. En fait, le thème d'abord c'est Civilization is a threat to tradition. En français, c'est le modernisme est-il très à la tradition? Est une menace ou est très à la tradition? Voilà le groupe pour le fait et voilà le groupe contre le fait. Donc pour le fait, on a Dieudonné, Noni White, Andario. Contre ce fait, on a Magdo, Verna, Al-Afa. Et pour le jury, on a Madame Péchens et Monsieur Hanson. Donc on va commencer avec le premier groupe, le groupe pour Monsieur Dieudonné avec la permission du jury.
Good afternoon once more. On behalf of my colleague Hanson and I, so we will be judging based on number of points, presentation, language power, and general comportment. Each speaker has 3 minutes, so please make good use of your time. Thank you. 3 minutes. Please, first speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow flatmates, my opponent, the jury, and my dear colleagues, I am happy for this opportunity to talk about our cultural values. First of all, I want to say that civilization in itself is a movement, a transition from a local way of life to a more advanced way of life, where maybe we also have the introduction of machines and other things that we do. But I want to say that civilization itself has greatly damaged our traditional way of living, our traditional life. We discovered that there are so many conflicts in the world today because of civilization. How do I mean? I mean here in Africa, in our context, we used to have chiefdoms, we used to have fondoms, we used to have a a peaceful transition of power. But with civilization, we come about with political parties, we come about with presidents, we come up with issues like elections, which has led to power mongering, which has led to the grip on power, and has led to so many conflicts, both in Africa and around the world. I'm therefore saying that we should move back to our traditional way of leading people, where we will not have people producing chemical weapons, we will not have people producing arms and keeping militaries killing people over and over because they want to remain in power. There was never a time during the period of chiefdoms that people will be killing people. But nowadays, we have conflicts because of civilization. Okay, I will also tell you that due to civilization, people have abandoned their traditional way of life. That is, people have abandoned their traditional dishes. People have abandoned their traditional way of you know, we used to live on organic food. But people have left the traditional dishes that we have because of canned food, canned drinks, because of civilization. Because of civilization. People have abandoned the traditional dishes. People have abandoned their traditional dishes. People have abandoned food that used to be very medicinal to them, and they have indulged into canned food, they have indulged into things that have rather deteriorated people's health. It has led to the spread of so many diseases that will not have treatments because of civilization.
Please, the next speaker from the other team, and I just want to say, no matter the noise, no matter the distraction, please, you're talking to us, keep talking. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, my opponent, my colleagues, and flatmates, good morning.
Good morning, Madu.
Good morning, Madu. Civilization is a threat. That is what we are going to talk about, and members of my team are here against the fact that civilization can never Alright, I want to take chronologically to the meaning of our You're talking, Mando. You're talking to us. If it means you sitting here and speaking to us, sit down. So what I was explaining is my team and I for that one Christmas, my team and I are out here. My team and I are out here.
Une fois que vous êtes chez Wave Media, vous entrez dans un monde de créativité. La qualité de nos équipements et le confort de notre espace de travail vous laisseront une expérience nouvelle et vivifiante dans notre studio. Notre studio d'enregistrement professionnel vous garantit des services d'enregistrement sonore, de mixage et de production audio de qualité. Wave Media assure une production vidéo et des conceptions graphiques ainsi que la création d'émissions de télévision, de documentaires et de séries. Grâce à nos services de communication de premier ordre, nous vous proposons la gestion des médias sociaux, le marketing de contenu et le rebranding d'entreprise. Wave Media, vos idées prennent vie.
All over the world, there's a need for entertainment. Everyone wants a piece of fun and the drama in action. Catch your favorite flatmates on Biggy Studios at Facebook and YouTube. You can also watch them on Rabbit TV, CMTV, ICTV, Soul Africa, and Yabadoo. Download the app on Play Store at Biggy TV. To vote for your favorite flatmates, visit the website vote.biggystudio.com, and that's it. Follow the instructions and voila, you're voted. Biggy 2021, the revolution. Avance savoir. There is a reason we do the things we do. Time disappears and seeing the world is a dream. We bring your dreams to reality with Team Ray. Book your flights and hotel for business and leisure travel. Visit Visa, travel insurance, cargo services, import and export, general consultancy, 100% guaranteed. Customer satisfaction is our topmost priority. Contact us in Dubai, +971 454 69099. In Abu Dhabi, +971 263 99202. In Cameroon, +237 652 448591. Think travel, think Team Ray. Il y a une raison pour laquelle nous faisons les choses que nous faisons. Le temps disparaît et voir le monde est un rêve. Et nous réalisons vos rêves. Avec Team Ray, réservez vos vols et hôtels pour vos voyages d'affaires et de loisirs. Visa de visite, assurance voyage, service de fret, import-export, conseil général avec une garantie à 100%. La satisfaction du client est notre priorité absolue. Contactez-nous sur Dubaï, +9, soit 11 45 46 90 99. Abu Dhabi, +9, soit 11 26 39 92 02. Cameroun, +237 65 24 48 59 1. Think Travel, Think Team Ray.
I know life is hard. The world is becoming digital, true. So many things to worry about, but trading with cryptocurrency shouldn't be one of them. And that's why we have Yellow Card. Yellow Card is not an investment platform. It is a crypto platform where you can buy, sell, and do crypto transactions. You know the amazing part of this? Is that you can do this at the comfort of your bedroom using mobile money. Let Yellow Card help you live the life of your dream. With just 550 francs, you can get a portion of cryptocurrency on Yellow Card. Yes, isn't that wonderful? What are you waiting for? To sign up on any device, you can visit the Yellow Card web at web.yellowcard.io. Alternatively, you can download the mobile app on Google Play. I just signed up now, so what are you waiting for?
Me just wanna make the kind of money where my pa don't get to.
Il y a une raison pour laquelle nous faisons les choses que nous faisons. Le temps disparaît et voir le monde est un rêve. Et nous réalisons vos rêves. Avec Team Ray, réservez vos vols et hôtels pour vos voyages d'affaires et de loisirs. Visa de visite, assurance voyage, service de fret, import-export, conseil général avec une garantie à 100%. La satisfaction du client est notre priorité absolue. Contactez-nous sur Dubaï, +9, soit 11 45 46 90 99. Abu Dhabi, +9, soit 11 26 39 92 02. Cameroun, +237 65 24 48 59 1. Think Travel, Think Team Ray.
Une fois que vous êtes chez Wave Media,
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. I'll take a bit. I'll need
cold
water.
I'll propose we take everything off.
All over we.
Thank you.
Okay, c'est vrai.
So that they can also rest and get back to themselves. The other thing is we start everything all over.
So just sit down. Sit down.
Sit down. Yeah.
Yes. Voilà.
Bonsoir, bonsoir à tous, bon après-midi. Maintenant, on va commencer avec un débat intitulé en anglais Civilization is a threat to tradition. En français, le modernisme est traître à la tradition. Il y aura le groupe pour, pardon s'il vous plaît, voilà le groupe pour et voilà le groupe contre. Pour le groupe pour, on aura Dieudonné, Noni White, Andario. Pour le groupe contre, on aura Mado, Bernard et Afab. Et pour le jury, on a Madame Péchens et Monsieur Hanson. Donc, avec la permission du jury, vous avez quelque chose à dire avant de commencer.
Good afternoon once more. Today we'll be judging based on number of points, presentation, language, power, and general comportment. Each speaker has 3 minutes, so please make good use of the time.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful day for us to have a debate on civilization being a threat to our tradition or not. I want to say that civilization, first of all, my fellow colleagues, my fellow flatmates, the jury, and my opponents. Greetings to you all. Sorry for not greeting you in the first place. I want to say that civilization is moving from the old ways of life into a new normal, that is transition. It's a transition into an improved or into a new way of life. While tradition is a lifestyle of a people. It's a lifestyle of people which they use to coordinate their beliefs. It's a lifestyle and a way that people live their lives. It can be cultural or whatever, but it's a people's lifestyle. I want to say that civilization has done more harm to our tradition than good. First of all, I would say civilization has come with a lot of conflicts. Civilization has come with a lot of fights, division, and hate. What do I mean? I mean that during the days of chiefdoms, during the days of fondoms, we only know that when this person steps down, this other person will take over. But with the dawn of civilization, we realize that the creation of political parties, the creation of pressure groups, the creation of, people begin to produce dangerous weapons, people begin to manufacture chemical weapons, people begin to train military and army, people begin to engage into killings, kidnapping, and doing all kind of things because they want to remain in power, because of political power. This, to us, is a damage to our tradition. We want to also say here today, we want to also make a point that civilization is a problem to our tradition. In terms of the meals that we used to eat, our traditional way of life, where we used to eat local dishes, which were very nourishable and very medicinal to our health. But today, because of canned food, because of all kinds of things that people produce for consumption, people now keep chicken just for a week and it is eaten. It has led to the spread of new diseases. It has led to the spread of all kinds of diseases which doctors are unable to treat them. This to us, we think, is a damage to our tradition and our culture. Thank you so much.
The first speaker again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, my opponent, my colleagues, and flatmates. All right, civilization is a threat to our tradition, or to tradition. That's what I and my members, or members of my group, or my colleagues will be talking about, and we will be strictly against the fact that tradition has never been a threat, and I don't think it will be, because to us, tradition, civilization is rather a part of tradition. All right, I'll have to take you chronologically for a better understanding. Now, let me give you a good definition of tradition. Tradition can be defined as a set of rules or lifestyle that have been communally accepted by man or the world at large. Now, what is civilization? Civilization comes in as the amelioration or the improvement of what people see as a norm, the improvement of what people see as a normal thing. Now, I'll give you one example. When my opponent was talking, I had more of culture. I didn't really see tradition in what he was talking about. But that one, I will leave that for a member of my group to handle. Now, rules and regulations is a worldwide tradition. From time immemorial, everybody, black, white, tall, short, everybody was supposed to be guided by a particular rules and regulation. And being guided by rules and regulation set is a tradition that everybody all around the world were adopted, and that was a lifestyle to be guided on a particular path. Now, when civilization came in, civilization didn't throw away the fact that we had to be guided by rules and regulations. Rather, civilization modified it. Civilization modified it. I'll give you an example of a very good example. Let me use killing. From time immemorial, we knew that killing was a punishable crime. There's never been a day that civilization came in and said it's not be punished. It will not be punishable. Rather, civilization came in and modified how it's either civilization added how it's going to be punished or reduce how it's going to be punished. At times you go to court and you get people here that they kill for self-defense. From the beginning, whether you kill for self-defense or not, whether you kill for no, there was no reason. When civilization came in, civilization threw more light. So we are here to strictly stand for what we know as tradition and how civilization has come in. Civilization will never be a threat to tradition. Rather, as tradition, as day goes by, traditions continue, civilization comes as a part of tradition, not a threat. Thank you very much.
Good morning, flatmates, members of the jury, my opponents, and my fellow colleagues. I'm here to stand on the notion that states that civilization is a threat to our tradition. First of all, before I draw two solid points, I want to correct or throw more light on what Magdo just said. Back in the days before civilization came in, we have a way traditionally we settle disputes and land dispute, debt and stuff. Our forefathers have deities, things that we grew up to meet. What happens is when someone is accused of stealing something, we don't need to go to court or gather people to say anything. We just go directly traditional and you swear to an oath. Believe me, this has stood the test of time until civilization came, and you start seeing those things being spoiled, being exploited, you take them to abroad and all the likes. Exactly. Now, let me take you to religion. Before the whites brought religion to our African context, in the notion of correcting our errors, we are living fine. We don't have anything to complain. As a matter of fact, they had so much great jealous to our traditions. So they came bringing the Bible, sorry to say, to correct according to them, and bring better ideas. But then, they tarnished our tradition. They caused so many harms. They brought lies and stories that we don't have backings. We don't know how to trace those stories to be true. So, this is just one point to tell you that civilization is a big threat to our tradition. And if nothing is done, we all will be living in our shadows soon enough. Now, let me bring you back to our modern world. Let me not be as if I'm talking about olden days. You will see youth of nowadays, because of civilization, the trends, what they want to follow, trend, and live like other kids. Instead of investing money in our traditions, doing things that will help us as a community. You see them going after trends, trying to buy new, they call Versace, Fendi, and all the likes, just to belong. And those that don't have money to do all those things, they will go in trying to steal, trying to engage, scam, and all the likes, because they want to keep up on what is happening in our society. Lastly, before I sit down, I will also want to talk. My time is up. Thank you so much.
Please, next speaker.
Chers membres de jury, mes chers colocataires, mes chers opposants et mes chers collègues, bon après-midi. La modernisation est une menace pour la tradition, en fait. Est-il une menace pour la tradition? Pour moi, je dirais c'est non. Et pourquoi, en fait? Je vais m'appuyer sur le mariage, en fait. Je vais prendre pour exemple le mariage. Nous devons tous savoir que le mariage, en fait, c'est une tradition et que la modernisation est juste venue modifier certains points. La modernisation viendra nous dire hommes et hommes peuvent se marier, femmes et femmes peuvent se marier, mais il ne viendra jamais nous dire pour se marier, on ne doit pas voir des parents. On doit peut-être prendre les bénédictions des parents, en fait. Depuis la nuit des temps, ça a été comme ça. Et je ne pense pas que c'est prêt de changer. Je ne pense vraiment pas que c'est prêt, tout ça est prêt à changer. Donc la modernisation est seulement là pour modifier des petits détails qu'on ne faisait pas avant. Par exemple, le mariage traditionnel, en fait, dans nos villages. Avant, pour les mariages traditionnels, il n'y avait pas les animations, en fait. On faisait ça tout simplement et tout, tu ne pouvais pas voir des musiques. Mais aujourd'hui, avec la modernisation, en fait, on célèbre les mariages traditionnels, en fait, avec la musique. On invite même les artistes, en fait. Pour moi, c'est ça la modernisation. Mais il ne viendra jamais dire qu'on doit arrêter ces traditions. Donc, la modernisation n'arrêtera jamais les traditions, en fait. On peut tous être ignorants, mais sur certains points, il est clair qu'on ira toujours vers la tradition. Quand on parle de tradition, ce n'est pas toujours dire qu'on va aller creuser les crânes et tout, c'est pas ça la tradition. La tradition, c'est le fait d'adopter un rythme qui a été imposé par certaines personnes et qui a été une habitude. Donc on modernise, on modifie juste ces rites, en fait. On modifie juste ces rites. C'est ça la tradition. Dans la modernisation, pour moi, en fait, c'est le fait de modifier certains trucs qui n'ont pas été par le passé.
Please, next speaker.
Good afternoon, my jury. Good afternoon, the house captain who doubles to be the MC of the day. Good afternoon, my colleague, and good afternoon to my opponent. Good afternoon, all flatmates.
Good afternoon, Darren.
Okay, we are here today due to the fact that they say civilization is a threat to our tradition. Of course, I stand for the fact that it's a threat to our tradition. Civilization is a threat to our tradition, and I had many of my opponents saying so many things that really got me worried. But I'll ask you, when you talked about people getting married, men to men, women to women, I guess in our tradition we don't have that. But civilization, of course, brought those things, and it's evil. Yes, how can you see in our days of today, men get married to men, women get married to women? Back then, there was nothing like such. But due to civilization, we've entered a stage where we see so many evil things coming to destroy the tradition we have built for a long time. Civilization has caused a lot of disaster. Dressing, for example. Our youths today dress in such a poor way. Back then, our tradition will make you understand. Our tradition will mold you up in such a responsible way that when you leave your house, when you're walking along the street, somebody can describe you somebody can just look at you and say, Magdo, due to your dressing, you're a barefoot woman. Magdo, due to your dressing, you're a woman from Fontaine. Magdo, due to your dressing, you're a Bayendian. But today, when you see the youth out there, you cannot even define them due to where they are coming from. Again, civilization we talk, is taking away our mother tongue. Our mother tongue is our tradition. Civilization is taking away our mother tongue. You see, many of us today are not able to even define ourselves in our mother tongue. We saw it here. Many people are finding difficulties to represent themselves in their mother tongue. Many cannot even say good morning in their mother tongue. That's civilization. Civilization has come to destroy so many things. Civilization has caused a lot of exploitation, deforestation of resources. We have so many organic trees that we use for treatment. These trees are being wiped up today in our society because of civilization. We bring big machines, big tools, we take off these trees. Where are we heading to? Our health are being threatened. Our forefathers taught us of many trees. We have the Iroko that drives the witch birds. We have the queen of the night that's sending away witches. Where are these trees? Civilization has really dealt with us in such a way that we have nothing left.
I'm watching.
We're taking care of them.
Yeah.
Breathing too fast, did you?
fellow flatmates, the jury, my opponent, house captain, I greet you all. Are we all ready to learn?
We are.
Ready, sir.
Alright, our debate topic is this. Civilization is a threat to tradition. We stand against that point. I would love to clarify us all. Tradition is not culture. These are two distinct, how can I say, they are two distinct fields. You don't measure tradition to be culture. My opponents all based their arguments on culture. I don't blame them because we all have it as a habit of using tradition to refer to what is culture. Tradition is a set of rules, a lifestyle that has been accepted by majority as a norm. Which means worldwide, everybody knows that that's what stands. That is what called tradition. Culture now has to deal with maybe where you're coming from or your association. The first point I would love to emphasize on, you mentioned weapons, fighting. That's just a tradition. From the beginning of man, we used spears, we used bows and arrows to tame animals. All those are weapons. Now, what is civilization? Civilization is simply the amelioration of these rules we have. Civilization has transformed those weapons from spears to the guns that we have. Talk about religion. Religion is a tradition. Why do I say so? From the beginning, man had it as a way of communicating with the supernatural being, which we all call God. That is tradition because everybody does that. But now what has civilization done? Civilization has just changed the way people use to communicate with their God. Now the point I want to bring to water down all your points is this aspect of death. All of us know that when somebody dies, when a human being dies, he is being buried. That is a tradition. If you go to China, for example, people die there, all of us know that they are being buried. Whatever part of the world, it is burial. But now, what has civilization done? Civilization has simply changed the method in which people use to bury the deceased. For example, in some places when people die, they are being burnt and their ashes are thrown into water. That's the way of burial. It is the tradition. It is the civilization that has brought it that way. In some tradition, in some areas, when people die, according to their culture, the head of the person is being cut off after some months and kept. That is their culture. But the tradition stays. When somebody dies, we bury the person. You guys may not be understanding me. We are not debating here to win. We don't want the point. We can give you all the marks. But you should learn. Tradition.
Keep on.
Anyway, do the call.
Donc, nous sommes venus à la presque fin des deux interactions. S'il vous plaît, monsieur et madame le jury, on peut demander combien de questions?
4 questions.
Deux. Ok. Le groupe pour Laurier.
Avant ça, donne quelques minutes pour qu'on finisse. Tu peux charger les personnes, mais.
Bishop, ici. Je vais ici. Ok. You. And.
You can ask two.
You have to.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Questions from above.
Bishop, question.
I want to talk to Gary. Gary, you spoke about civilization and how it has damaged our trees, the Iroko tree that we reach. I want to know the relationship between those trees and tradition. Are trees a part of tradition? Because I don't understand why we compare that the civilization has damaged tradition by cutting down trees.
Okay, to answer that question, talking about trees, they are stuff, that things that we use to prepare locally made stuff from the trees. A lot of them. The herbs, there are some leaves that you just have to keep in front of your door and it cures all malaria in the compound. Ask questions. So when civilization comes and they cut those stuff and throw all of them, notice that in the absence of those trees, we will not be able to provide or use it the way we normally use them for. Yes, for the medicine, for the medication, and all the likes. Once it is no longer there, it's a minus for us.
Okay, is that one a tradition? Because for me, I believe that a tradition is something that the entire world stands for. It might be your culture and you don't understand it, you are cutting down the trees.
Sir, Bishop, sir, when you talk of tradition, I've heard them saying tradition is not culture. But there is no tradition without culture. Please, I'm talking. There is no tradition without culture. When there is tradition, it's linked with culture.
We are talking about tradition.
That's why I'm telling you that if
answer your question,
he's intimidating me with him.
Bon, quand il parle, toute personne parle. Ainsi de suite.
Voilà. You ask me a question, I want to answer you, please. I'm telling you, there is no tradition without culture. As far as there is a tradition, there must be a culture. And if we are talking about tradition, there is no way I will stand here to define a tradition without putting culture inside. And coming to your point, our tradition, our culture is one. When these trees are being taken away, we don't even have museums anymore. First, we use this tree to produce what we call mortar, pestle, mortar. We use it to create ancient carvings that we keep for our children to come and see. But due to the fact that these trees are being taken away, it wipes away everything. I myself, there are some things I don't even know about because of the fact of that I met deforestation and the trees were not there.
It's okay, I'll answer.
But let me clarify. He finally came to deforestation, which I don't think deforestation is a tradition to me.
Deforestation is civilization.
I have any other thing to say.
Okay, Dario.
Please, Dario, can you distinguish between tradition and culture?
Can I distinguish between tradition and culture? Okay, sir. Sir Dreamer, I think he did it here. No, please, I will answer the question, please. I think he did it here. Great. I think your question is because maybe you lack question to ask. Wait, please. Well, am I not permitted to talk?
Yes, if you cannot.
I mean, decide.
Yes, decide.
Let him finish.
Finish.
What I'm saying is that when he was defining it, when he was defining the two, you were not there. The question is coming to me as an intimidation question, but I will not still give up on that. First, please, maybe you don't know. Please, maybe you were sleeping.
Ado, please.
No, Joey, he's trying to intimidate me. Ask me a question.
What question is going down?
Please, c'est Dario qui parle. Please, c'est Dario qui parle.
Please, continue.
Yes, I want to clarify that during the debate, we started by defining what tradition is, and we define what civilization is. So if you are taking us to, if you are asking a question of what is culture and what is tradition, you are giving us another debate topic. We are not here to create questions out of what we are here to talk, and we are not obliged to answer all the questions that you are posting. So,
channel it to our social media.
It's a debate topic, meaning that culture can be
channel it to our social media.
Okay, let's get the question from.
You said that tradition is not culture. Please, I have to explain deeply what tradition is and what culture is.
This is a question already for. Tradition, right, is a norm. It's a set of rules that have been accepted by everyone, which means when you're born, people don't need to explain to you. You know that this is a tradition. Let me take an example. We are waking up in this house at 6:30. That is a tradition. What is culture? Culture is what pertains to a particular group of people. You get me? It's a tradition that we have time to wake up in this house. It's a tradition that we are working under rules and regulation. That is a tradition. Something that's accepted everywhere. No matter where you go in the world, they have rules and regulation. That is a tradition.
So if I'm not conscious, if everybody's worshiping one God in a village, it's a tradition.
That is culture.
This
is the tradition. The tradition is religion. Are you getting? The tradition is religion, but the culture is they are worshiping a stick. These other people are worshiping a statue. These other people are worshiping a stone. But the tradition is religion.
The question is, if I'm worshiping, if everybody in the village is worshiping a particular deity, is that tradition?
Listen. No.
Please, we're here to learn. We are all here to learn.
When you ask a question, allow the person to answer.
This is what I was saying.
The person answer might not be your.
This is what I was saying, right? Tradition and culture are two different things. You get? It's not like they'll never work together. Please let me answer your question. A tradition is something that is generally accepted by everybody everywhere. We have religion. That is the first tradition the world recognizes. Religion, which means any institute you go to, there is religion. But now, according to those people's culture, they have their various ways of respecting this tradition of religion. The Buddhists, they pray to their God. All of them do it. That is their culture. But the tradition remains that it is religion. We are communicating with the supernatural. She gave an example of marriage. Marriage is another tradition because everywhere in the world, we know that for two people to come together, they call it marriage. Now, we are seeing that civilization cannot change tradition because the only thing civilization can do is changing the way people use to relate to their tradition. For example, civilization will come and tell you that a man and a man can get married, but the world remains marriage for two people to be together. So the tradition is the word, the marriage. Everywhere in the world, they understand that for two people to be together, it is a marriage. So tradition is a rule. There are rules and regulations that are generally accepted by a majority of people. We are not saying that culture is bad, but all of their points will focus on culture.
Your sister.
I'm talking
Let me finish that answer. Let me answer you. We are not done answering you.
Okay.
Let me answer.
The more you talk, the more you lost the point that you don't even have. So please, what I would say is, when you ask a question, your answer must not be what you wanted to hear. His answer must not be right per your thinking or per your understanding. And when you want to ask a question, ask a question. Don't give lectures. Your question should be a question straight to the point. And when you stand up, I was not addressing you. I was addressing everybody.
Good.
Let me come first.
Our ancestors are ashamed of you.
When you want to ask a question direct. And when you answer the question, answer your question direct. And before you stand up, your group should agree who should speak. So that one person should not be up and another is talking down. Thank you. So please, can you ask your question direct and you answer your question in 1 minute?
I need a yes or a no.
You don't condition him on what you do.
I'll tell you, if you choose not to give a yes or a no, I need a yes or a no answer. You have defined tradition as a set of rules that govern people that are generally accepted in the community, in the society. Given the fact that worshiping a deity is a tradition under religion, does it mean that if I'm worshiping a deity, is it a tradition? Yes.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Understand? You're not understanding my question. That's why your question is not direct. You're not understanding my answer. Yes, it is accepted by a majority, a world. Now, culture is what each community, a village can accept. For example, what this man is putting on is pertaining to a particular culture. But it's under the tradition of human beings wear clothes. The tradition here is wearing clothes. It's acceptable everywhere. We know that when you walk on the road, you see people, they wear clothing. But now, the different clothing they wear according to their various cultures. You get what I'm trying to say? Culture, worshiping a deity, is a religion, right? Do you agree? Worshiping a deity is a religion. Worshiping a deity is culture. And the tradition here is religion.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure.
I questions. Captain or the MC, I questions. Okay.
Yes, it's okay.
Being a local conference is complicated.
Your hand is not clear.
It's simple.
After you see it, NS plus how was up. Jury, before my learned colleague got up to speak, he said we are in a learning process. And I think if we're in a learning process, this young man asked a question, though it was technical, a little bit dynamic. He said something. You started off told us that tradition is a set of rules that we do agree to accept and follow. Like he quoted an example. We are all in the Biggy mansion. We've all accepted together at 6:30. It's a tradition. He also asked the question, if we are standing here and we accept to worship the same God and no other God but the same God, is it tradition or culture? That's what they asked you. And if you said we are here to accept the fact that maybe in our own village they'll tell us, please, these trees are not to be taken down. It's our tradition. All of us have accepted that these trees are not to be taken down because it's our tradition. It helps us traditionally. And then civilization comes in to wipe away history. That's our tradition that has been taken away by civilization. I think that's what a young man was saying. And I just wanted to emphasize on that point.
Thank you very much.
Julie.
We are seeing that it has modernized way we see marriage. Yes, that was
okay, burial and civilization. How was burial and civilization? Buying coffin for 50 million for very person.
Civilization changed. It ameliorates the way we were doing it, but it can never change the existence. Your point are correct. We are full of using the word tradition to mean culture. We are relating to the joy of it, how civilization has oriented. They can never change the word man.
Okay. It's more difficult to be a judge than to debate. Because when you it's very difficult to be a judge than to it's very difficult to be a judge than to debate. Because when you're debating, once you have made your point, you have been debated. And now everybody, 6 people is now 6 against 2. In fact, not just 6 against 2 plus the audience against 2. Whatever thing we say here is actually what we, in our own powers, in our own understanding, with all fairness, we got from what you said. I remind you of the judgment categories, number of points, presentation, language power, and general group compartment. I'll start analysis from group. This is group A, and that's group B, if I'm not making a mistake.
Against?
Yeah, and of course, and against. The speaker A, for number of points, is 3. Presentation for speaker A is 5. Diction, 5. Content, 2.5. And group compartment, 5. Speaker B, for group A, points, 3. Presentation, 4. Diction, 5. And group compartment, 5.
Speaker C, number of points 3, presentation 4, diction 4, content 4, and comportment 5. Now I go to group B, which is the group against. Speaker A, number of points 2, presentation 4, diction 5, content 4.5, and comportment 5. Speaker B, number of points presented 2, presentation 3.5, diction 4, content 3.5, and comportment 4. Speaker C, number of points 3, presentation 5, diction 4.5, content 4.5, and comportment 5. Considering that I don't have the powers to say the final say, I'll give my colleague to do the work. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. We all learned something from here.
Yeah.
Now, group A, I'll read the points that are deducted for noise making, fidgeting, and distractions. For group B, 3 points were deducted. For group A, 2 points were deducted. Making a total of group A. I don't think we'll have time to go through all the points one after the other. I'll just read the total. Group A has a total of 57, while Group B has a total of 56.5.
You were winning, but because you cannot stay quiet.
Now we
no.
No problem, sir. I was deviation. Why are you using deviation? Deviation is this is the highway. Now we are deviating. You know the highway, whenever they are
Can you imagine? Ladies and gentlemen, our children say yes. I will walk. I don't know these people out of here. They don't know me, I don't know them. The first way you let me see was nothing. Oh, I came to listen. No. I came to tell you that you were already winning. What noise? I want this to be great. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I dropped as usual a conversation between the jury and members of Group A. If there was a debate ended, listen to me. In trouble. If there was, let me, and I quote, let us tell Group A the truth. What is the truth? We are the truth. You were actually winning. You were actually winners. What is explaining why they went wrong? They're defending points why they were weak. I dropped it all. Get out! Get out! That was the truth. It's because they were we were actually quiet from the beginning. Now when I tried to retaliate to Clement, he quickly called my name. I knew that was going to bring me down.
And now we didn't see. We only heard you
didn't see Clement's own. How will you see? How will you see? My God will vindicate us. My God will judge people. And I am happy. After this mistake, civilization has been our countries.
People are so strongly.
That's right. After people argue so strongly, thank you, jury. Jury, that's right.
We will have first seen Commodore.
But counting point by point.
If I am had to come up with It's not easy.
Actually,
I was trying to say, how can I give him for?
and the point
I went back, I increased. I came back, I reduced. I went back, I increased. It was not easy the day I was chewing. So you know, and it was just a 0.5. I want you to have a win for win. With a win. Drastically. Papa, please stop explaining. Yes, good. And we actually eschew. It's the stand. We actually eschew. Baby, come and eat. My love, come and eat. We should have I will prepare you people. You will do no such thing.
Bon, s'il vous plaît, on a 15 s'il vous plaît. Et à 15
on peut faire quoi?
Moi, l'eau. On est sur la
Il n'y a pas la nourriture à la cuisine. On va faire quoi? I know go for fun. I know go beg for bread. Me, I know go for fun. I know go beg for bread. Go miracle. I want my boy. This bad boy. I will see him.
I said, I'll get chopped. Who? Quimana. Fais ça.
Donc on a écrit l'autre jour là, dans les actions qu'on a écrit là, non?
Quimana. Bye.
Oh non, non. Qui a dit? C'est le ninja qui a dit, on n'ouvre pas la porte là.
Qui ouvre ta bouche pour dire ça, ne sait pas que c'est là. Il vient au bout, il vient faire ça ici. On ne sèche pas les habits des gens, on laisse les habits des gens comme ça. On ne sait pas que ça se gâte ou bien les micros entrent là-dedans.
Oh non.
On va siester,
Non,
15 minutes, tu peux siester quoi?
Vous avez eu le temps de siester à 1 heure.
Si tu peux siester, non, 15 minutes.
Mais toi, tu es forte pour le sommeil. Mais, tu crois qu'elle est papa. Elle est plus là.
Don't worry, that's your own.
That's what it is.
It's very dashing and dashing.
Yes, I need a person to actually cover.
Oh, celebrity.
Someone want to debate. One want to stop 10 boys. I would say one we don't be now.
That boy on I just look at so.
I put a Twitter and he can't put it in the draft. I invest $800,000 in cafe. After $800,000, my money then I give you a box. Feel like say pick up go on the next place. You can't have you here. Or press me today or press at the bar.
My family just told me just to do what
So it's good to come prepared. They don't come and look at the branding right. Like you try to declare other people to feel superior because because you know that no keep your own stuff though.
The hell of a fine forward.
Johnny?
Me.
Never be sure.
No, you cover that up again. Again.
That's all. You get no points and day very fast.
That time apply the keep carrying to the yes.
How did you can tea for your house so you don't get time for the book?
Don't get you say.
We don't have
You go come back. See, we don't have traditional music. Why? Because
you can't come back.
We don't have traditional music because why? The trees were using for.
I said I'll keep that for it.
The trees were using for size tools.
As long as I get
ancient tools.
Danger ones now.
Dangerous ancient tools like the Clemens walking stick. We have danger.
You get belly bite.
If you go to if you go to Goya, try to visit. No wait. If you go to Goya, try to visit Wakanda.
Oh, fine.
There is a bar called Wakanda. That's before my 17. After the post, there is a bar. They just ask for my 17.
DJ, some songs will do.
Wakanda don't have things like this. Wakanda don't have things like this. Wakanda have those tools that were made out of some boots. That's what Wakanda is having in everything there is about the natural, the nature, and it shows traditional and culture, everything about that part.
I think Bishop should take out a day to tell us more about trees now. He has
Queen,
amazing realistic stories.
Patient, you remember the Queen of the Night?
Even when you're Queen of the Night.
I know.
The wife,
she cannot. One minute, me. You don't feel agree.
First off, we don't allow culture.
Now you know that one. Get culture. Let's say now I educate to now, but it's all.
I thought I see I don't be quiet for the first time.
Culture.
For the first time, no, yes or no.
Yeah, points.
No, you just point.
Please go. I beg you. Keep knife.
Beg me.
He doesn't say
Beg me again.
Wait, he doesn't say
Beg me, I'll play.
I said no, he doesn't say
Beg me, I'll play. I'll play.
Now I know someone there was.
I beg you, just can't keep you.
I need to.
He doesn't say we can't put you. We know the spell rules.
No, you don't want to say empty wrestling.
The one thing with Queen of the Night is you can smell a kilometer.
It drives me shit. That's
That smells for a kilometer. Like you stand, like how can I? Which place I will be there?
You can stand around one point. You can stand around a ride. The Carrefour ride in Bunaberry, and you get the smell around the chateau, that big chateau that they around that here. That big chateau water around that table in Bunaberry.
Jesus, from right now.
It got that far. You can get the fragrance of that.
But during the day,
we'll see magic.
So is it a flower in the tree?
It's a tree that grows like a flower. It's a flower that grows like a tree.
You know butterbrush? No, cypress.
Yes.
You know cypress that was shaped, the very short ear.
Bishop.
Yellow. That's it. Come
on, that's how
I want to take the one.
I'm taking which one?
You want to take you want.
Why? I want to ride. That's one day now. You just put
This one
is a bit closer.
Why did I walk so?
Walk me money.
Common spaghetti. You don't close it.
That's why I think I try drive ready today. You know, Biggy. I don't put the appendix. We'll shoot our gun time tomorrow. But I'm not going to mistake. Oh, gone. So, appendix, they don't even don't confess here.
Don't you think we need to do this thing with some
This couple, they depress also. They always have things. They always have kind chima. Yo, that song, the hunger inspired. Wow. Talk, maybe Queen Mother will forgive you and give you something.
No, I'm not going to problem.
Okay. So I don't know where you are. I wonder where you. But I mean, you know, the character.
Home zero.
Now hunger don't inspire that one.
Home zero.
Yellow.
Inspired by hunger.
Home zero.
I don't miss Castel. Castel, I want to
now feel dangerous spoil my mental.
Who's that? Bernardi.
247.
Bernard.
By now, if you were there, you are the wait me even before you take my medal.
Eh, bro?
I said, by now, if you were there, you are the wait me even before you take my medal.
God forbid. Anyway, if I go home now, I've made history. I've created impact. I've done something. I've done something unbelievable.
You have done terrible things. You have done terrible things now. That's unbelievable things.
I do the last
interpretation now.
So far, I don't know what to do.
Bishop. I was feeling a vibe when they touch your sector. When those guys touch your sector, I feel your vibe. You're good. One of them to cut it. Give him more.
They brought peanut, mama has left it up there. They gave her, they put angels up there.
Angels food.
Let's go today. Hey, bro. Go there. You like that? Low on. Come on, there.
Explode because you are boom. You keep all in the kitchen.
C'est bien ça, avec agriculture. J'avais changé quoi dire mon culture. On peut juste na
culture is tradition.
No. Oh, comment you see? You go to the difference in the view play. You know you fit get tradition. You know you fit get tradition of
Yeah, one match. Oi. Can't me. Aroma no see the idea have now. Aroma no see the idea have now.
Please imagine.
Oh. I don't know. See what's on this. Bongalo.
Make up on the check sense. I mean, you can put another like the check. The check so to check what they get. You want to see that push it on.
Oh, right, Naka. Oh, what do you know?
You understand? Man, you here.
Pour le concoction.
Ça va donner les mal de stomac.
Think big, start small.
Anything is for my brother. At this point, that day is
Everything for you, no problem.
You want see her? You want touch her?
Na Fabkolo.
You want soccer?
Ah. You want to release?
Shit. The son of the body fear. Where they shit. Money they see. Money they see.
That's small.
Hey, give money. Give money there, then you die.
Money. Do you know what money can do?
We are walking in the presence of the Lord.
I mean, don't finish that, people. Don't finish that. They finish back. They finish back. Oui.
Correspondent patients. Correspondent patients. All the situation of our peers. All the correct situation of our peers.
Yes, to survive for us. Those that left are losers. Those that left are losers. Except NJ, all those are losers.
Those are the two boys who got me because of that boy.
Never had one.
Même comme là, la Guinée, la Grande, la manière, les gens vont voir.
Je te dis que vous avez tout beau ici.
La bière, non.
La bière, c'est la bière. N'est-ce pas? Au ventre, ça mélange.
I'm fry pineapple.
Tout ça, c'est le soulet.
Oui, green agree. Left you.
Alors, mange vite ton comment.
C'est la maladie qui m'a sauvé derrière. C'est la maladie qui m'a sauvé hier. La maladie qui m'a. Là, c'est la maladie. C'est la malade. C'est la malade qui m'a sauvé hier.
La folie.
La folie.
La folie. Du mal.
La malade. C'est la maladie.
I saw my dojo enter. Was surprised. Their father!
Their father!
Their dad! You was in a me one!
Not me one!
Not me!
Their daddy!
You someone will follow you and will say, no, no. C'est toi seulement.
Vous étiez au parc et
C'est toi seul. Il y a quelqu'un qui dit non, non.
Oui, pardon. So we are the others. And then I'm me one happened.
The one can't find it.
Je l'ai pas vu.
Madu, the one can't find it.
What is it? Who they be? They rich.
I'm the press.
They rich. They press.
Only those that press.
You need to sue them for jeopardizing your emotions.
No.
She was happy.
I will not sue them. I'm using it to my advantage.
If you die yesterday because the way you were going on, I
forgot.
Manu, you could have painted them or not.
I cry, oh.
Manu say,
She just said, should I give you time? I said, let's go.
They come and
It's a weekend.
She was like,
Elle a même pas salué les gens.
I think Manu, we'll see outside. My sister will
See
see
you
outside. I cannot follow you now. I love you, but I cannot follow you.
They say that the way you cry, they'll bring back. Nobody has cried on all this.
Then it be back.
You man cry.
I will cry now at the end of the I will cry now at the end.
You want to money?
I said to you, please look at the list again.
There must be an error.
Please, I don't want to turn my face. There's going to be an error.
Tu as mis le troisième paquet de chocolat.
See how come? You can't be vote. You did that bad. I agree with you.
Talk to me.
Oui, let me ask you. One thing, slap.
Do chest.
Soft push. That won't get a picture.
I got to laugh. Where you come? I'll be like, hey, it's it.
Bon appétit, Mago.
No, they don't be bad for me. I don't know.
Now I'm the Biggy.
on va venir ici. On va venir.
Drink so much more, drink for long. You're welcome. There's a for it. I want you to drink me.
I'm this cocktail.
So don't I take okay. This is my first cocktail, please. I don't know cocktail.
Don't worry, when you're out of here.
I have never met in a bathtub.
After this.
After this.
You keep moving
I will keep
to another level. Listen that song.
on the white spot. What's that mean?
Prophesy. Call her any name, we will create her.
On the white spot.
We will go create her.
Finish it.
It's on the white chills.
On the white chills.
Voila.
I used to pass and saw it.
I saw in it.
Hey!
Dribble. I saw you in action. Tell that man say come over there. Come here. Come here. Come yes. Oh, Dribble. What for we again? Mouth, you know what you do. You want to talk for any talk. You want to use that voice, you will use that.
No, no,
try me ever to say. You that voice beside me, I'm leaving.
You just can't go. Now let me see understand. Go to home, you just like your work there.
Even only when you can't make
I dash to understand.
Now they have open
This
eye.
is like you go
Ma-
back
Ma-
up, change voice,
Ma-
deep voice, change voice.
Open eye out.
Constantly say what we do.
Now they didn't
Hey, let's
move.
try it.
It's not so that I'm not back up there, you know, automatically.
And of course, when I don't get out back.
Wow.
When I go to drink, when I get the back, my get back.
I beg for that
You
one.
will give me money, take a back.
Ma, do you want to take that one?
Tout le monde finit, on continue.
Il y a des amours ici.
Aujourd'hui, tu es là, tu vas.
Après, le soir, on partage.
It may deny or not deny.
You don't come and master like that. There is life in biggest mansion. Life in biggest mansion.
Those that accuse you of witchcraft.
They didn't ask us not to be witchcraft. I brought witchcraft. It's baby. I will correct them. Come over there. My team, mommy, come in there. I give you some of that. Come on. My mother is dead. My mother.
You want to know?
When twins and beat that down, not have hope, that will be active. Yes, active. Happy.
When they don't have problem,
So,
it's
when we have problems, when you have problems,
my master is
see that.
who is trying to do my master is not like that.
It's like that.
My master can never
It's like, tell me now your cemetery affair. Don't lie, you should come and test and
Je n'ai pas dansé, Bernard. Faut dire, c'est là.
Il n'a pas dansé, il a dansé.
Dans la petite boîte, regarde les habits qui dansaient déjà. C'est parce que les habits que portaient n'étaient pas confortables.
Non, il commence de faire. Tu pourrais te changer. Moi, la deuxième fois, je ne vais pas te changer.
Gary will blind the eyes.
Tu n'es pas.
Gary will blind the eyes.
Oh.
que vous êtes chez WF Media, vous entrez dans un monde de créativité. La qualité de nos équipements et le confort de notre espace de travail vous laisseront une expérience nouvelle et vivifiante dans notre studio. Notre studio d'enregistrement professionnel vous garantit des services d'enregistrement sonore, de mixage et de production audio de qualité. WF Media assure une production vidéo et des conceptions graphiques ainsi que la création d'émissions de télévision, de documentaires et de séries. Grâce à nos services de communication de premier ordre, nous vous proposons la gestion des médias sociaux, le marketing de contenu et le rebranding d'entreprise. WF Media, vos idées prennent vie.
All over the world, there's a need for entertainment. Everyone wants a piece of fun and the drama in action. Catch your favorite flatmates on Biggy Studios at Facebook and YouTube. You can also watch them on Rabbit TV, CMTV, ICTV, Soul Africa, and Yabadoo. Download the app on Play Store at Biggy TV. To vote for your favorite flatmates, visit the website vote.biggystudios.com, and that's it. Follow the instructions and voila, you've voted. Biggy 2021, the revolution. À se savoir. There is a reason we do the things we do. Time disappears and seeing the world is a dream. We bring your dreams to reality with Team Ray. Book your flights and hotel for business and leisure travel. Visit Visa, travel insurance, cargo services, import and export, general consultancy, 100% guarantee. Customer satisfaction is our topmost priority. Contact us in Dubai, +971 454 69099. In Abu Dhabi, +971 263 99202. In Cameroon, +237 652 448591. Think travel, think Team Ray. Il y a une raison pour laquelle nous faisons les choses que nous faisons. Le temps disparaît et voir le monde est un rêve. Et nous réalisons vos rêves. Avec Team Ray, réservez vos vols et hôtels pour vos voyages d'affaires et de loisirs. Visa de visite, assurance voyage, service de fret, import-export, conseil général avec une garantie à 100%. La satisfaction du client est notre priorité absolue. Contactez-nous sur Dubaï, +9 71 45 46 90 99. Abu Dhabi, +9 71 26 39 92 02. Cameroun, +237 65 24 48 59 1. Think Travel, Think Team Ray.
I know life is hard. The world is becoming digital, true. So many things to worry about, but trading with cryptocurrency shouldn't be one of them. And that's why we have Yellow Card. Yellow Card is not an investment platform. It is a crypto platform where you can buy, sell, and do crypto transactions. You know the amazing part of this? Is that you can do this at the comfort of your bedroom using mobile money. Let Yellow Card help you live the life of your dream. With just 550 francs, you can get a portion of cryptocurrency on Yellow Card. Yes, isn't that wonderful? What are you waiting for? To sign up on any device, you can visit the Yellow Card web@web.yellowcard.io. Alternatively, you can download the mobile app on Google Play. I just signed up now. So what are you waiting
Me just wanna make the kind of money with my partner, okay?
You must use one tower, it depends. One tower no mean maybe clean, hygienic.
Now, you want me to 2 days ago, I'll move my picture away. When it will move me out.
What you about do that show down there? Oh, mamma mia. Washing. That one. Beat him how? I don't want BT. That's if you want me to say one resist for that place, then I'll do over jogging with problem. If you look, you never resist with the chair. That's why I draw the chair, let that chair. If you me say one release with the chair, I will push you with the chair.
Why will you come and lie here?
Like I was ready, it was already here. Me, my people are doing something and you're disturbing. It was here. I will call on this man, she don't. Then the thing they can be get, that way carry and I go throw hands in them. That way take a chair, go throw hands in them. But they were just even provide, just move my wash one time, move my belt. I don't even my belt things. Just move my wash one time, go drag the chair behind. Some song. They tell me 40.
When the white was very technical.
Yeah, that and then you
No way of looking at
You want to stay one day.
you and I have to do that. That demo. Just what my own all. That time I never even wear all my glasses. I changed. I said, I'll come with you. They never have a break. I said, what if one day I need help? I like to call like that. I have to change the place for you. One for back and then I change it. Then she knows that. I have to just wait. She has this attitude of wearing people's clothes. When she got the least clothes that she got, when I wear that now she got the least clothes. And he stopped. She had to tell them, she went like a surprise. To show that it's not us. She prepared it. I'm sorry, it's my favorite.
Like if I go to I get 1 million money, understand? Like 1 million money, When I say clearly he was pushing him, how they come and drop in my ear. Yeah, and Dario and I mean now we got the same time.
I'm touching you.
I saw you coming.
You don't wake up.
Accidentally you wake up. Or even provoke you. I know you. That's why they don't say anything.
Don't blog in. Different style of talk.
Mike is also different. Yes.
For this
Any excuse. If you notice any time when people do the other.
Yes.
No. Like, get my rich. Who touch? At the crest of my head. At the crest of my head.
I'm going to continue now.
God don't die me. How will I start? I'll tell Biggy I'm dying.
Venom.
It's
Biggy,
venom.
venom in my eyes.
I need banana. So that you have some. You say yes, yes.
What banana? I told you that.
I said so that I have some.
Biggy, venom, poison in my eye.
I can't see.
Banana. I'll come and touch you and then
And on top of it again.
see how banana is.
That's what we should do this.
Okay, so.
This game changes everything.
Yes, this is a manage of game. Everybody's in you miss out.
And he was funny.
This guy was funny.
Yes. I'm sure she will be shocked now. I think before she wants to say anything, I'm already there. He will shock.
And he was funny.
Even if you want to try to do, I always work him.
only want to be sweet to go out.
No, like always work you back.
Est-ce que c'est moi qui ai manqué respect pour toi? Je n'ai pas à toi. Je n'ai pas. Hein? What?
C'est à cause de moi.
C'est lui. C'est lui. Strike. Pas strike.
Non, il faut donc
gomi. C'est pas. Il passe parce qu'il est.
Even for even coach you. I'm not even say coach you.
Moi, j'aime mal.
One eye. J'aime mal.
Mal à la tête. C'est lui qui.
He don't need for do so.
Donc il dépêche me en Ne parle pas.
Mado, you want to fight today, man?
Mado va move. Mado, même talk. Yes, na. He was shooter.
I checked it for doing. I said this boy is trying to push me.
But I will beat him,
The
man.
only thing I could do was I ran and removed his cap.
Move the eyeglass. Yes.
That was
They have not touched.
insulting.
They have not
I did not beat him.
You
I
remove
pushed
one,
him to the wall. The same thing he did to us.
The team one neck. The team penny here.
Hata wewe achie una throw. Hata achie una throw ateno ni se. Ateno ni alo shilo ye ge. Kawe puja achie una throw ateno ni shilo ge. Hata wa muma. Muma
Left long. 9 men.
Hata wa muma wo je. Na si don't need hook up. Amuma wo se person dey hold me the hook up never shoot. Don't muma wo. Awasi ata.
I will climb my head.
Awasi ata the hook up hands into the hook on that side. As the car, see my hand go, but one match the share. This man don't I don't care who wants. I don't care who wants to, but no, patience. I only.
That time when Madam moves you,
peace ambassador.
That time when Madam moves you, I said no, you know you're editing.
I swear, I said no hands. If all we be beaten, they'll punish all man. They don't strike no man. Who put up 4 ways for knock out? Go do 1, 2, 3, come. Don't have to chat to nobody.
Moi, ça va être à la et ça va être non, comme il a fait, comme
Il n'est pas normal
Mais c'est combien de jours non? Attends, one day, between them two. Wait.
Today, c'est vraiment glace.
Good. Il n'est pas blasé non. Adage de fier.
Fiche n'a pas.
Fiche entre dans les problème des jambes. Et quand si j'ai clashé avec elle, que fiche elle a non. Fiche va entrer dans mon problème, là, clasher une fois. Parce que si c'est comme nous sommes deux, entre oui. C'est pour ça que fiche elle.
Et demain, quand on va le voir,
non, mais après, c'est bien, c'est parce qu'après, il change.
Il change, oui.
Il devient bien. Après, on va mettre.
Il change une fois.
Qu'est-ce que fiche le con?
Assis la fiche, assis la regarde. Magie, mais t'as les fiches.
Eh, mon allez, on est Jimmy,
Fiche, on just a blague. Tu viens de hang.
You first had the chop time when you don't go to chop.
You don't go to chop. Clear as you say, can't
Just like take it.
Yes,
Give me the food.
Normally breakfast time they say 8:30.
Yes, you know chop
Normally
at
they
the
don't chop
time.
at the time.
So we're supposed to wait when
it's calculated dans la leçon qui est. Ils ont clair là, c'est. Alors le fiche quoi là? Pour les dames de la hype. Ils ont clair là. Vous voyez donc il y a vous assez. On qui a oui pour. Non mais
Les gars, je vous fais des choses comme ça.
My head day for
a friendly push.
Et ça, vous l'avez arrêté
a soft push.
Yes.
Il va rester comme
We are
ça.
doing sports.
Ouais, quoi que vous l'avez devait résister avec la chaise là.
Il a des salles. C'est Diamond qui le calme. Parce que Diamond.
Non.
Diamond chouille peut-être.
C'est Diamond qui le chauffait.
C'est Diamond. Ah bon.
C'est Diamond qui a allumé le feu.
C'est Diamond qui l'a fait devenir comme ça.
C'est Diamond qui le chauffait.
Diamond qui l'a formé comme ça.
Adash était calme. Les deux premières personnes que j'ai connues dans cette truc-ci, c'est Adash et Adash et Cynthia. Voilà les deux premières personnes que j'ai vues quand je suis arrivé. Adash et Cynthia. Et j'étais collé à Adash et Cynthia. Les deux ici. Vous voyez, quand vous êtes quand vous êtes à la regarde, à Pini, à Kambanga, à Kamitola, des études. Ils sont dans les choses, des vidéos, ma phone, on a quand même chat. Et t'as voir si I'm still there, so that guy start changing. Change the way as a parent, so and that start changing.
He and Diamond very close now. Now Diamond, Biggy Berry. Because Biggy paid him with Diamond.
Yes, that was now they were great start.
Okay, now Diamond pay.
Yes.
It's a bank be had on you.
Moi,
They will ginger. Oh, I have shit. That day,
Quand je dis ça tous les jours, quand on fait des problèmes, non, on ne cherche pas des bêtes problèmes. On ne fait pas des problèmes bêtement. Vraiment.
They will know. And then I was drunk and Biggie asked the boss to sleep downstairs. She was drunk. She came to the room. Diamond. She came to the room. Biggie had not yet told us that we are not going to sleep together tonight. She came to the toilet and was like, Biggie va nous donner le chance to cuddle. Pour coller, serrer, to coller notre petit nom. Hey, a small boy there.
When they give them chance, when they collect.
Yeah, me the cuddle. It's our pairs now. That's why we don't draw. He said, Biggie will give us a chance to cuddle our small.
And that's clear. You can have clear. You don't try to eat it. That's clear.
That day we see pan for power. That one will be the one about sex. Something we don't pass. That one will be the one about sex.
Yeah.
Something we don't pass.
Yeah, I can say. I got to go do something. You know, when you smell it,
no pay where.
That Diamond, when he should drink only me will go for back. He may make it so big if I don't do no shit.
Go smoke about this day happen. Go smoke about it.
Not
but if they come over here and say talk.
It's not your pet.
Kind of crazy. He ate a whole kitchen door shut down. He loud.
Flatmate.
I know they come over, they come outside. He can't go back. I'm here with Elizabeth. He say what enter. You want enter. I said, you laugh as well.
Yeah, but wait to talk.
I said, enter no. He said, no.
Yeah, that's the kitchen and the kitchen.
I said, he make noise outside, but he make noise with the.
Oh.
I can't make a say.
He makes captain, my own man.
Clever can't look in the lab. I think Clever might be in the lab. If he collapse, you know.
Bado. Only one million.
Et puis je peux les envoyer dehors là, quelle a
Si je donne tes
force. Pour aller
They get for make an episodes. That is super, and I've been wait. So far so good. No cough. Come in only.
No way. Now I found out what I'm saying. As soon as they ask Havana to ask me,
So far so good. The one actually said
yeah, people they disrespect our captain. People get serious punishment.
it's not good. Because they will be there tomorrow. Tomorrow they will still be there.
Flatmates. Moi, il y a tant, moi, c'est ça que j'ai demandé hier. Les petits hier que moi, il y a tant la punition.
Flatmates.
Yeah, Biggy.
Move downstairs.
All of us.
Don't prank with I beg.
They fight you.
I know here. All fine. I got that. That for the last time, nobody say move downstairs.
So far, so good.
Flatmates. Flatmates. Silence. Queen Mother. Silence. Flatmates. You're not in the market space.
Yes, Biggie.
Get to your seats.
Wow! What?
Who are we not to be silent?
Yeah, who are we not to be silent? Silent.
You have to play a task.
Yeah.
You have to play the task before
Cynthian, make sure everyone is seated in the sitting room.
Celui-là raconte quoi?
on me contrôle ici.
Nadine, elle est la vieille.
Qui a dit? Tu as des choses pour faire.
Tu vois, c'est qui parle?
Qui parle?
Are you guys already filming?
Flatmates, welcome Delhi's Restaurant, Bar and Grill. Flatmates, I repeat again, you are not in the market space. Control your noise and respect yourselves and your guests in the house and respect your fans. Delish, you can go on.